Behind me is the house of Paul Revere, a silversmith, an industrialist, a patriot, and a dentist. You know his name, but do you know his story?
Object of our struggle be of pain, then we must fight. I repeat it, sir. We must fight! They have been home, and to the God of hope, all we have left us.
In 1773, the economy in Boston was suffering as a result of the Stamp Act and all that followed. Business was poor for Revere, a silversmith, and he needed to take up dentistry to make ends meet. And things weren't better at home. Revere's first wife died that year, leaving him with 8 children. Nevertheless, he continued to work for the Patriot cause. I'm here in the Old South Meeting House, where Sam Adams gave a fiery speech in front of 5,000 people, which led to the Boston Tea Party. This is also where Benjamin Franklin and Phyllis Wheatley were baptized. Revere was one of the ringleaders of the Boston Tea Party and kept watch on the ship, making sure that the tea was not unloaded to be sold. He was also one who disguised himself as an Indian and dumped tea into the harbor. I'm here in Old North Church, home of one of the most famous messages ever sent. On April 18, 1775, Revere told Robert Newman to hang lanterns in the tower to warn of the British soldiers' traveling route to Lexington and Concord, 1 if by land and 2 if by sea, or in this case, by river. Many people think that Paul Revere said, "The British are coming, the British are coming." But since everyone considered themselves British, he really said, "The regulars are coming, the regulars are coming." On the night of his famous ride, in this house, Revere met up at midnight with Sam Adams and John Hancock to discuss their next plan of action. I'm here at Buckman Tavern in Lexington, where the Minutemen first gathered on the night of April 19, 1775. Warned by Revere, a militia group of about 40 men waited inside the tavern for the British troops' arrival. The British arrived just before sunrise. The militia's Captain Parker is reported to have said, "Don't fire unless fired upon, but if they mean to have a war, let it begin here." In the end, 8 militiamen were killed, while only 1 British soldier was injured. The British continued on to another engagement at Concord, but suffered very heavy losses, 247 men, during their retreat to Charlestown. The Battle of Lexington is considered the start of the American Revolution. For his dedication to his country, and, of course, his famous ride, Paul Revere is a hero of history. But wait, there's more. In 1860, Henry Longfellow immortalized Paul Revere's ride with his famous poem. The object of this poem was to inspire the North for the upcoming war. Interestingly, Revere's naval commander in the Revolutionary War was Longfellow's grandfather. I'm here at USS Constitution, also known as Old Ironsides. Paul Revere, who established the first rolling mill in America, supplied Constitution's second set of copper sheathing in 1803. Joseph Warren, who warned Revere of the planned British attack on Lexington and Concord, fought in the Battle of Bunker Hill. Despite being recently promoted to general, Warren chose to fight as a private that day. Toward the end of the fighting, Warren was killed and, like many soldiers, was buried in a mass grave. 9 months later, Revere and Warren's brothers returned and searched among the buried bodies to move Warren to a more suitable resting place. As Warren's dentist, Revere was uniquely able to identify Warren by the dental work he had performed on his friend. This is considered to be the first forensic investigation in the history of our country.